Imagine the market waking up to the news that Tesla is about to launch its first aluminum-ion battery in the second half of 2026 for just $1,999. This isn't a concept, nor a vague promise for 5 years from now. We're talking about an imminent reality with a set date and confirmed numbers. It's the kind of information that makes shareholders revise projections, engineers lose sleep, and competitors wonder, how did they manage to cut costs so much? A price below $2,000 for a technology that until a few months ago was considered unattainable is something you don't see every day. And this isn't just about Tesla. It's about how the entire industry is about to be forced to start the game from scratch. This figure is not merely symbolic. It breaks the psychological barrier of $3,000, the current average price of many modern batteries, and establishes a new level of accessibility. And more than that, it shows that Elon Musk and his team are not just manufacturing batteries, but eliminating layer by layer everything that inflated the final product. Tesla didn't simply reduce the price. It redesigned the entire production logic. And in doing so, it launched a challenge to all other manufacturers. Now it's your turn to prove that you can compete without depending on an expensive, slow supply chain full of intermediaries. Much of this cost reduction is a direct consequence of surgical decisions. Nothing was left to chance. From the type of ore used to the microscopic details of the final assembly, everything was redesigned to eliminate waste, reduce production time, and avoid dependence on unstable markets. This includes everything from the choice of aluminum, cheaper and more abundant, to automated processes that eliminate several human steps. But the most impressive thing is that, despite the cost cuts, the battery's performance promises to maintain and even surpass current standards. And don't think this change is limited to the world of cars. A $1,999 battery changes the way people think about residential energy, solar backups, and home storage. At that price, having a Tesla battery in your backyard becomes as viable as any other household appliance. It's as if, suddenly, clean and smart energy ceases to be a futuristic luxury and becomes something any middle-class family can include in their budget. It's no exaggeration to say that this launch could be as impactful as the first iPhone, but in the world of energy. The difference now is that Tesla isn't just selling a product. It's selling a new way of thinking about energy. A battery that costs the same as a state-of-the-art refrigerator has the power to completely alter the business models of dealerships, developers, and even governments. And of course, this hasn't gone unnoticed by the market. The mere mention of this price has already started to move stocks, contracts, and global investment plans. Some say that the second half of 2026 will be remembered as the moment when batteries ceased to be an expensive problem and became the viable solution. Even for the most skeptical, it's hard to ignore what's happening. Because the price didn't come without rumors or inflated promises. It came with a ready production line, contracted targets, and suppliers already operating in delivery mode. In other words, it's real, it's now, and it has a destination: Nevada. And if anyone still thinks all this is just marketing, they'll have to explain themselves when the Model 2 hits the market with this battery as a standard part. Because then, there will be no way to say it was just speculation anymore. At this point, the game has already changed. It's no longer possible to think about market expansion or mass adoption while ignoring the Tesla factor, because the company has achieved the unthinkable, taking an experimental technology from the drawing board and putting it in the hands of consumers at a price that redefines expectations. And with that, it not only enters new markets, it creates them. Imagine a world where entire communities can store solar energy affordably and without depending on imported lithium. That's the world that's beginning to take shape. This disconnect became even more evident when the details of the production line came to light. What once seemed like a factory now behaves like a living organism. Tesla's new aluminum-ion line, installed at the Gigafactory, Nevada, not only produces, it adapts, recalibrates, anticipates errors, and responds in real time. Unlike the traditional linear production model, this modular and autonomous structure organizes itself on demand, almost as if it had its own consciousness. And perhaps this is the boldest point. It's not just about efficiency, but about redefining what large-scale manufacturing means. In its very first days of operation, the line was already producing 100,000 units per month. This wasn't a test. It was real production, with signed contracts and logistics in place. And the expansion plan was already in place, to reach 500,000 units per month in just 1 year. But don't think this required mega constructions. The secret lies in modularity. New production cells can be added without interrupting the rhythm of the main line. In other words, increasing capacity doesn't require a pause. It's like adding a new muscle to a body in motion. The fluidity is such that the robots change their tools in just 6 seconds. This allows 6 different versions of the Model 2 to descend the same line without the system needing to stop or reconfigure anything. Everything happens like a precise choreography, where each component arrives at the exact second without wasting time or energy. The result? A drastic reduction in assembly time. The old cycle of 10.5 hours per car is gone, and a new record is set, 3.9 hours per complete unit. But what's most impressive is the intelligence embedded in each step. Tesla's orchestration system, a software platform that synchronizes machines, robots, and logistics, has reduced idle time per vehicle from 19 minutes to just 90 seconds. This means fewer machines stopped, fewer components waiting in line, and more production happening without interruptions. This digital orchestra is, in practice, the brain of the factory. And the brain doesn't rest. It operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The materials and processes themselves have been meticulously optimized with surgical precision. The electrolyte injection system, for example, now installs the cooling circuit simultaneously, saving space and time. And robotic arms with torque sensors have eliminated 97% of the errors that, in other automakers, still require manual rework. This obsession with precision is not merely aesthetic. It translates into scale, speed, and economy. Another point that few analysts have grasped is the reuse of heat in the layered assembly system. This allows battery parts to be built simultaneously in multiple layers, doubling production without increasing the space occupied. The combination of predictability and adaptation creates an ecosystem where failures are anticipated before they happen, and parts are automatically redirected without human intervention. It sounds like science fiction, but it's happening now in Nevada. This modular architecture, highly adaptable and orchestrated by artificial intelligence, not only gives Tesla a competitive advantage, it puts it in a category of its own. While other automakers are still struggling to digitize their factories, Tesla is already in the next phase. Factories that think, organize, and learn. The impact of this on the final cost, production rate, and product quality is so great that, honestly, it seems unfair to compare it to conventional methods. What this new line revealed to the world was a series of technical innovations that, until recently, experts considered unfeasible before the next decade. One of the most shocking examples is the double gigacasting system, which fuses aluminum and steel in a single step. This eliminates 43 welding points and increases structural rigidity by 18%. It's like building a car with fewer seams and more strength, all in fewer steps. And while other automakers are still dreaming of this technology, Tesla is already executing it on an industrial scale, and with millimeter precision. But perhaps the most unexpected trick is hidden inside the molds themselves. During the casting process, Tesla prints a thin layer of internal circuits directly onto the parts, replacing kilometers of wires that previously had to be installed by hand. This detail alone cut 62% of the wire length and completely eliminated one of the most time-consuming steps in assembly: manual wiring. The electrical harness is now born together with the chassis, And what previously required specialized technicians now comes ready from the foundry, without needing subsequent adjustments. This level of integration is only possible because the molding process is adaptive. This means that the molten metal is monitored in real time, and the flow is adjusted during the pouring itself, according to the temperature and viscosity of the material. What seemed impossible, a system that self-corrects during casting, is already running at full capacity. This instantaneous adaptation reduces defects, increases uniformity, and ensures that each piece comes out perfect, from the beginning to the end of the shift. Another breakthrough was the use of robots with dynamic tool changes in less than 6 seconds. This is not just fast, it's strategic. It allows different versions of the Model 2 to be assembled on the same line without pauses. The line learns, changes function, and continues producing as if nothing had happened. It's the end of a single line for a single model. Now it's a live line, capable of handling multiple projects in parallel without losing momentum. With the introduction of an automatic torque verification system, assembly errors, especially invisible ones that only appear after thousands of kilometers, have been reduced by 97%. This saves not only inspection time, but also millions in recalls and warranties. Robotic precision has become so reliable that, in many stages, human intervention is no longer necessary. Assembly has become almost clinical, but without seeming cold. On the contrary, it seems intelligent. One of the most remarkable moments in this process is the replacement of the dedicated thermal station. Tesla integrated the cooling system directly into the electrolyte injection stage, optimizing space and removing an entire production step. The line not only became faster, but also leaner. Every centimeter now serves more than one function. Efficiency is like a mantra engraved in every millimeter of the plant. This philosophy extends to predicting defects. Sensors embedded at each stage of production feed an analytics system that predicts, based on historical patterns, where a defect might arise before it happens. Instead of correcting the error afterward, Tesla is preventing it from occurring in the first place. This reduces waste, improves efficiency, and makes the entire process cleaner, both in terms of cost and sustainability. And that's where a factor that many underestimated comes in: the structural cost. Aluminum ion is not only more efficient, it's absurdly cheaper. Aluminum costs, on average, between $85 and $110 per ton. Lithium, on the other hand, it can exceed $23,000, and this difference isn't just an advantage on paper. It completely changes the game when you think about large-scale production. The choice for this new chemistry wasn't just about performance, but a strategic decision that cuts costs from the first gram of material used to the last screw tightened in the final package. Furthermore, the aluminum refining process is much simpler. It requires about 40% fewer thermal steps than lithium. This means lower energy consumption, lower carbon emissions, and fewer critical points where the process can go wrong. And as if that weren't enough, the new cathode composition developed by Tesla eliminates 3 expensive chemical additives that were essential for stabilizing lithium cells. Each of these decisions may seem small individually, but added together, they eliminate up to $90 per unit just in materials that are now simply no longer needed. Another clever move by Tesla was to look within the United States itself. The company opted to use domestically recycled aluminum, with contracts signed with recycling companies that guarantee more than 140,000 tons per year of post-industrial scrap. This, in addition to reducing logistical costs, shields production against international price fluctuations, something that constantly haunts manufacturers who still depend on lithium from other continents. It's a supply chain designed for resilience, not just cost savings. And the impact of this is gigantic. Tesla recovers up to 78% of the waste generated on its own production line, while the industry average is around 33%. This means less waste, less need for new raw materials, and, of course, more efficiency per square meter of factory space. What was considered industrial waste is now intelligently reused, and this without sacrificing performance or safety. On the contrary, tests show that the durability and performance of Tesla's aluminum-ion batteries are within or above the most demanding standards. What's most impressive is how integrated it all is. Tesla didn't just replace materials, it redesigned the entire production architecture. One example is the dry process electrodes. They eliminate 5 to 7 industrial stations from the conventional process, replacing them with just 2. This cuts energy, time, and maintenance. The internal battery circuits, which were previously soldered manually, are now laser printed. The result? A 96% reduction in manual steps and a drastic decrease in human error. With all this, Tesla achieved something that seemed improbable: creating 3 different pack formats using the same tooling. This reduces line reconfiguration costs and allows the same equipment to serve everything from the Model 2 to home backup applications. It's like having a 3D printer that assembles a cell phone, a television, and a refrigerator without needing to change parts. And this flexibility translates into direct savings, reducing the amortization cost of the machinery by up to 30% per unit. The final blow to the competition comes with tax incentives. Because the aluminum-ion battery doesn't use cobalt, nickel, or lithium, it qualifies for domestic production incentives in the U.S. This represents up to $310 in tax breaks per unit. And when you consider the use of autonomous robots for internal transport, which reduce internal logistics costs from $22 to less than $9 per pack, the math starts to look unbeatable. What was once a distant idea is now poised to become a market standard. But the impact of this revolution goes far beyond factories. The arrival of a cutting-edge battery costing just $1,999 is beginning to spread like a seismic wave through the consumer market. Until now, energy storage was a luxury, restricted to enthusiasts, large companies, or government projects. But this price changes everything. Suddenly, a resident of Texas, California, or Florida can consider installing a home backup system with the same budget they would use to buy a refrigerator. And that completely changes the conversation about energy independence. With battery prices plummeting, the dream of solar energy for all becomes tangible. Previously, the combination of solar panels and storage was too expensive for a large part of the population. Now, in 2026, low- and middle-income families are beginning to consider this option as something accessible and logical. The numbers add up, the return on investment is faster, and most importantly, independence from the electrical grid becomes a reality, not a utopia. It's a new type of energy freedom taking shape before our eyes. This democratization of access to energy doesn't stop there. The automotive market will also feel the impact. The biggest concern for those thinking about buying a used electric car is the cost of replacing the battery. But with a price below $2,000, this threat disappears.